Dear 8th standard students, this is the 14th poem here in according to my textbook. That is Imagination, written by George Bernard Shaw. Improvised man. Pre-reading tasks. Name the book you have recently read. Which book you have read? This question is to you all. Who is the author of the book? Who has written the book? Who are the main characters and what is the book about? What did you feel about the book? What is your feeling after reading the book? Have you ever recognized yourself as a character in the book? Whether you yourself acted as a character while reading the book? Have you ever lived in the world of fantasy and imagination? Were you in the world of imagination? Exchange your ideas and have a classroom discussion. Now about the poet here, George Bernard Shaw, born in 1856, and he was up till 1950 was an Irish playwright, Irish country. Although his first profitable writing was music and literary and criticism, in which capacity he wrote many highly articulate pieces of journalism. Many journals he has created, he has written, but his main talent was for drama. But he is specially known for drama as Shakespeare is known for his plays. And he wrote more than 60 plays. More than 60 plays he has written. Out of which one I will tell you all, Pickwick Papers. And this Pickwick paper has been translated into Marathi, Brahmana Mandala. So he has nearly written 60 plays. Nearly all his writings deal sternly with prevailing social problems. He has all the plays or all his writings are on social problems. Shaw is the only person to have been awarded both a Nobel Prize for Literature in 1925 and an Oscar Award in 1938 for his contributions to literature. The movie, My Fair Lady, this is the movie here, is an adaptation of his interesting play. So this is about the poet. Now I will read the poem, children. What you have to do is you write down the poem. It is for the memorization. You have to learn the poem. Because this poem may come for your final examination. You have to by heart this poem and also write it down, read once or twice, write the glossary words, then write the question answers. I used to play at pirates and sail the seven seas. This is in his imagination. Then I was a cowboy. After sailing seven seas, then he became a cowboy. These simple things did me please. These simple things, becoming a cowboy, being a pirate, these all pleased him. I had a vivid imagination, different imaginations this person had. Adventure was always on my mind. And he was an adventurous boy. I discovered the joys of reading. He loved reading, discovered the joys of reading and escaped the daily grind. Once I lived with the Eskimos. In imagination, he lived with the Eskimos. In the land of ice and snow. Eskimos are all in ice and snow. Their houses are made up of snow. Went hunting and fishing. There he went hunting and fishing. My fantasy was aglow. I read a book of Jules Verne. Then he read the book of Jules Verne and went off to the moon. In imagination, he went up to the moon by reading Jules Verne book because he was one of the characters in Jules Verne's book. It was just to take a look, just to see how the moon is. Then it was time to return. Then he returned back. I spent time in the forests of Africa. Then in imagination he went in the forest of Africa with Dr. Livingstone as my guide. Livingstone was his guide at that time. They're off again to America. Then he went to America with Huckleberry Finn. I did hide. With Huckleberry Finn, he went to America. In my world of fantasy and imagination, in this imagination, in this fantasy, I perform such wonderful deeds. Such wonderful deeds he has performed, going on the moon, becoming a cowboy, sailing the seven seas. All this is his fantasy and imagination. A hero of all the nations. He became a hero of all. I was the one that did succeed, and there he was successful. I grew up, my childish world at an end. This boy grew up, and when he grew up, his childish nature came to an end. I had become serious. He became a serious person. It nearly drew me around the bend. I still do like the mysterious, having unknown qualities. Still he likes his unknown qualities. This is the message I am trying to send. And this message he wants to give to all the children. Now children, George Bernard Shaw was an Irish playwright whose main talent was a drama. He has written 60 dramas, 60 plays. He wrote more than 60 plays and was awarded the Nobel Prize in Literature in 1925, as I have stated before. In this poem, Shaw describes the childish world of imagination. He describes the world of imagination that is the childish imagination, on how he allowed his mind to freely script situations and circumstances. How he allowed his mind to become as per his imaginations. The first instance of his imagination pursuit was that of a pirate. He became a pirate, sailing the seven oceans, seven seas. He then perceived himself as a cowboy. Then he became a cowboy in imagination, that is, as an animal herder who tends cattle on ranches in North America. These cowboys are more popular who tend their cattle in North America traditionally on horseback. They tend these herds on horseback. All of these pleased him a lot, and this gave him a great pleasure. His joy of reading helped him overcome the daily humdrum of life. This helped him in his daily life, possessed of an intense and picturesque mind of imagination. Vivid imagination, picturesque mind of imagination. The narrator always had an adventure on his mind. Always adventure was there on his mind. He imagined living with Eskimos. Then he imagined that he is living with Eskimos, who traditionally inhabit the circumpolar region from eastern Siberia, Russia, across Alaska, United States, Canada and Greenland. In that region of land and snow, he fantasized going hunting and fishing. Here, with the Eskimos, he went for hunting and fishing. He read the French author Jules Verne's book. Then he read Jules Verne's book, which dealt with space. The Jules Verne book, it deals with space, air and underwater travel, even before practical means of space travel had been devised. That fueled his imagination, that increased his imagination to head off to the moon. And he also, by reading Jules Verne's book, he went to the moon to simply survey the place, only to see the place, the location of the moon, and then return to Earth. Then he came back to Earth. The narrator pictures himself spending time in the forests of Africa. Then he imagines that he is in the forests of Africa with no less a person than Dr. Livingstone. And with Dr. Livingstone, the Scottish medical missionary and inspired explorer of Africa. As his guide, he was his guide there, Dr. Livingstone. Back in America, he fancies himself as a companion of Huckleberry Finn. Then he became the friend of Huckleberry Finn, who, as is well known, has been portrayed by Mark Twain as a lad frequently forced to survive on his own wits. he was allowed to survive on his own wish and will, on his wits, on his own intelligence, always a bit of an outcast and always on the run. Those were some of the narrator's wild set of fantasies in which he indulged, performing imaginative yeoman feasts. He could be hailed as a hero of all nations since his deeds spanned the whole globe. His deeds, it spread all over the globe. Then with the passing of time, the narrator grew up, the poet grew up. And the childish world of fantasies came to an end. And here his childish nature came to an end. He found himself to be of such serious bent of mind that it drove him mad. In closing, his advice to the leaders is to open to life's experiences that are enigmatic, magical and mystifying one. This is what I have explained the poem. You can write down the summaries, whatever I have explained here, so it will be helpful for you all to get the summary written down. Thank you. Thank you very much. Yeah.